Well, welcome back. It's been a hot minute since I worked on the Can-Am since I tried to start it last time. There was some gas getting spit out the overflow, which normally means that the needle and seat's probably not sealing. But what I did is I went ahead and pulled the air box off. So, and it's really easy actually on this. You basically just pull the seat, loosen it, take the air filter off. And then that top piece comes out, and then undo the hose clamp that goes to the carburetor, just pull the whole air box. So the boot stays on the carburetor. You don't ever take that off, you just leave it on. So I should be able to look in here when I turn the gas on, and there shouldn't be any gas just like rushing into the engine. If there is, the needle and seat's not doing its job, and I either have something in it. It's possible that I didn't know how to start the bike. Maybe I didn't need to choke it, but I think I flooded it and then it got worse. But it was spitting fuel every once in a while out on the ground, which that's definitely means the float height. There's too much fuel in the bowl and it's going out the overflow. Well, if it's also going out the overflow, there's a chance it's just running like a river down into the engine, into the rotary valve, and just kind of puddling in there. And then it's going to puddle up and it's going to make it hard to start. So let's turn the gas on. I'm going to get a light and we'll see if we can see anything going down in there. You can see down in there. I'm going to take the light away for a second. I'm going to turn the fuel on and then put the light back in there. I don't see anything at this point, either running out the overflow or running inside the carburetor. Let me open the throttle. Don't see anything, but I need to put the camera down to do this with the light. But I don't think I see at least anything coming right now. So probably what I need to do is get the bike off the stand and move it around a bit and see if I can get it to start coming out the overflow. And if I can, then check and see if it's just dumping fuel directly into the motor. So I turned the gas on, took it off the stand, just jostled it around, bounced it. I couldn't get anything to come out the overflow, and there's definitely not any fuel going into the cylinder. So maybe it fixed itself. You know, sometimes you can get a piece of dirt in there, or, you know, since the carburetor was on its side and stuff, get it put in. Maybe the seat was in there a little cockeyed and it kind of rattled itself loose. But at that point, maybe when the fuel was coming out, it would have just been filling the bike full of fuel. Plus, I've never started it, so I don't really know how to start it. Just need a choke? I don't know. But it got way too much fuel. So I think it's okay now. So I'm going to put the air box back on it, put the seat on it, and try to start it again. Choke. I don't know if it needs choke. Turn the choke off, I guess. Give me my helmet.
You gotta put your glasses on.
Well, I'm gonna need them back.
Oh yeah.
Because I would like to be able to see where I'm going. But, you know.
For the time being.
Hopefully she'll start first kick.
Hopefully. Doing better than last time.
That is true. Runs good. No front brake. The brake is terrible. I pull it, it doesn't really do anything.
Oh, that's great.
But, you know, the back brake works kind of. It runs good. I mean, it runs really good, actually. Quite nice. It isn't bogging. It runs pretty well. I'm pretty excited about that. Shifts well. No problem shifting gears. Chain didn't derail. So, win, win, win. Thumbs up. Sweet. So I got the tank off, seat off. You know, this giant spot on the floor, that isn't gas from where I pulled the gas line out of my can and dumped half a gallon of gas on the ground. I'm pretty sure that's not what that's from. But we got that off, so now I need to, we're gonna, bought some weather stripping. I don't know if this is the right stuff, but some silicone weather stripping we're gonna put around here to seal up the air box, because it says it's supposed to have that, or sometimes it can run bad because the seat, there isn't enough air gap between the seat and this, and it won't let enough air in, and if it doesn't suck it from here, I don't know, that's what they say. So I'm gonna put some weather stripping on this, reroute this clutch cable. Like I said, I already got, I mean, this basically is just a piece of rubber that pushes in, and then you grease this up and push this in, and it tightens it up. So, I mean, that's basically what it is. So I'm gonna use this tank because it has both rubber grommets, and this one of the rubber grommets just broke off and I couldn't get it to come out of the tank, and I just don't want to mess with it. Plus this one's in a little better shape and looks a little better. So this is the one I was originally going to put on it. So I'm going to go with this tank. Hopefully this doesn't leak since it has both rubbers on it, and go from there. So I got this kill switch off Vintage Roost. I probably could have just bought a stock Kawasaki one or stock anyone, because, you know, a kill switch is a kill switch for the most part. But it's turning out to be, so unlike a Kawasaki kill switch, these little grooves down in here are deep enough where when this catches in this, it actually will go down in there and stay. But this particular thing doesn't have a groove, so it just kind of stays like that. So trying to hold these three things together and get the screw started is, you know, really fun. So I'm going to go ahead and videotape that so you can enjoy it with me. And since the volatile organic compounds from the gas spilling on the ground, it just gives you that nice cool buzz that just keeps you going. You know what I mean? It just makes your morning a little, I do have the door open, but you know, still, breathe it in. Oh, that's premix. Yeah, that's some good stuff. There goes some brain cells. They're flying away. But anyways, I'm gonna bring you along because it's might be a little entertaining to watch. I've already dropped the screw once and lost the washer and like climbed around on the ground for a while to find that again. So it should be fun. Key thing is put the bolt in your mouth. The one with the nut dessert in it goes on the bottom. And then the other one goes on top. But you can't really just do this because they'll just fall off. So only put one on a bar like that and then try to get it. Like that. Maybe. I don't know if this screw will be long enough because no, and see that's just great. The screw's not even long enough. Oh, well it is if it falls out, but you know, I don't really understand how it's like when they made this. I'm not really sure why. Oh, maybe it will go up in there. I just gotta push on it harder. I don't know. Because this one kind of seems like it fell into place almost, but it's still not far enough to even get the screw in there, which is good. That's good. So I think what I need to do is I need to bend this out a little bit. So we're gonna try to open this up a little bit, change the angle of the danglage a little bit. Maybe that'll help. Seems to have helped. Maybe. Not so much. Yeah, not so much. Still won't even. So this is just great. I lost the, somewhere I lost the, okay, there's the washer. Probably need that one for later. The way things are going currently, not quite so soon. I'm not really sure. I mean, if this, it just doesn't fit in there very well. Yeah, I'll try to bend it a little more, and then it'll be bent so much that it won't actually hold it on, and then it'll fall off, and then I'll lose these little things, and then I will have a kill switch that doesn't work. That's probably what's going to happen. That'll be good. I'm only going to drop this 75 tops. That's my limit, 75. I'm afraid if I just clamp down on it too much, it's just going to break the plastic, and it's just, this screw's just not long enough with this, currently the way it's set up. Now this thing came out again for some unknown reason that I don't really understand, and I'm not 100% sure. It just seems wrong. So we went ahead and got the longest, this is the only screw I could find that was longer, and it's 80 feet longer, but it's, you know, gonna have to work. So, don't know if it's gonna allow me to get it started since it's at such a weird angle. Probably not. Oh, you. All right. The count of 3, that's all falling on the ground in 3 pieces. Oh, it didn't do it. I can't believe it. Really can't. So I don't know who bent these little tabs, or if it's this plastic piece wasn't molded right, and the holes, because if it had the holes, it would allow it to slide forward, which would allow me to, you know, be able to get it in there. But this is just frustrating. It's going to take me an hour to put a kill switch on that should literally take me 3 minutes. I don't know if that helped me or not. I don't think it did. The biggest problem is it needs to be like that. Oh, it didn't. Okay. Oh, maybe you just have to force it in there or something, because now it's... Now this thing looks like it's fully seated. Oh, it looks like there may just be a little bit of plastic residue inside here that's keeping it from going down. There we go. Snap. If you get it past that little snap, now it should work. And now I probably bent it all in the wrong angles to get it to work. And now it's gonna be all jacked up and not right. Let's see if this fits in here now. It does. Okay. I think I probably need to squeeze these down again. Because now that I bent them, you gotta bend the back. They would have just friggin' went in there the right way the first time. So I don't know if I'm gonna try to use the stock screw and see if there's room for it now. Still seems like it's not close enough. All right. Well, I may be able to pull it down with the long screw, and then once it bends everything, it may actually work with the shorter screw. It's a possibility. Hopefully I can get this screw started. It just doesn't want to let me. And it's just gonna cross thread this. So now I gotta friggin' make myself a little clearance in here somehow, which I don't even know how I'm going to do, because I don't think I have a file small enough to fit in that hole. I don't know if you can see it, but I finally got the screw started. So I guess if you buy one of these from Vintage Roost, you just need to know that the plastic mold has a little bit of crap in there and it won't let it push down in. You kind of have to push it down in. And once you do, then it'll go down flush, and then once it goes down flush, then you should have enough room to get it started. I'm hoping if I do this and tighten it up a little bit, it'll kind of conform it to the handlebar, and I'll be able to get the stock screw in there, and it won't be 8 feet long, but maybe. We'll see. So I'm gonna try to take this out without letting it fall off, without letting the, that's gonna be really difficult though. Okay, well, we got the old idly try. I don't know. That's gonna be hard to get started if it's that far apart. Probably should just use the long screw, but I'm probably gonna use the short screw and strip it. That way it can be stripped. And then, can I pull this screw out and leave that lock washer there? All right, managed to use the stock screw, and we managed to get it on the handlebar. It's even facing the right way. That took way too long. And I'll probably tighten it down and break the plastic, but that seems good. Okay, now this is gonna be way too short, so I'm gonna have to add on to it, which I kind of already knew. So maybe even give it a wrap. Like one of these, a little wrap, and then go through a zip tie. Okay. There we go. Okay, so that's on there, and then yeah, we're definitely gonna have to add some length to that, but at least it's on. Man, that took way too long. I didn't test this kill switch to make sure it worked, but we will. So before you put your kill switch on and go through all that trouble, if you can see me, you might want to test it and just make sure it works. So what you can do is put your thing on continuity, which just means, hey, there's a connection between these two wires. And then you put one on one side of the kill switch, one on the other. There should be no connectivity. And then when you push the button, it should give you connectivity. Now, is it just because I'm being stupid and not holding it on there right? Yeah. So what all that does is it takes these two wires and grounds them, because one's a ground and it won't allow the spark to go to the spark plug. So you might want to check it before you go through the usually it like takes 2 seconds to mount the kill switch. I know, 2 seconds. And this one took, oh, I don't know, half an hour. So that was good. All right, well, we've been fighting, but I'm making a little headway. I got the kill switch on. I got the ground hooked back up. I lost one of the bolts. I have no idea where it went. Bolted the gas tank down. I bought this weather stripping at the hardware store. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see how it works. It says you just need something in there. I'm hopeful that it'll work, but I don't know. I had to strip about 80 pounds of silicone off the seat and off this because they say you can waterproof this by basically putting a big bead of silicone on here. But I mean, for normal conditions, I don't think I'm going to be riding in this in mud much. So I'm hopeful that I won't have to waterproof the motorcycle. So I got, yeah, then this tank on, got the kill switch mounted finally and wired. I had to like make bullet connectors and stuff for it, but and this is all cleaned up. So let's see if we can put the seat on. That seemed to, all the bolts are through at least. They do say there's 6 bolts to hold the seat on, which, yeah, it might be a little excessive. But I mean, is it the end of the world? I don't think it is, but you know, does it need 6 bolts to hold it on? Probably not, would be my guess, but you know, I could be wrong, but let's put some lots of new nuts for this. Yeah, this is a pretty secure seat. It ain't flying off unless a whole bunch of fasteners fail. Okay. So it almost is back to where it looked like before I started working on it 4 hours ago. You know how that goes. Now I need to, I don't know, I thought this tank looked better, but now that I see it on here, I'm like, well, why did I think that? Got big gouges in it and stuff, but I don't know. I seem to think it was a better tank, but now I gotta get this stuff off. I'll put some stickers on it, and I think it's about done. I gotta finish the clutch, take the front brake off, and I gotta do the grips. Still working on it. So I got some stickers on it. Got the 250 sticker on the fork. Got the Can-Am stickers on the tank. Cleaned the tank up. I think I pretty much have everything that's ready to go. Glued the grips back on because the grip on that side was loose. Wire tied them on. I got a crossbar pad for tomorrow. Reshaped this side panel a little bit because it was sticking way out. I think it's quite a bit better than it was. So I think it's pretty much ready to go. Obviously this is the qualifier for the side panel, qualifier sand panel, but it is what it is. And yeah, I mean, it isn't perfect. I'm gonna buy new plastic. I'm gonna get a new fender and probably new side panels and a new front number plate because I need a number plate. Other than that though, I think I'm gonna sharpen the foot pegs up a little bit so they got a little bit of grip. Other than that, I think it's about ready to rock. So plan is to get her out tomorrow. GoPro, stop recording. Stop recording. Oh. Stop recording.